studying secularism, you must be understanding what is secularism. So, after the completion of world secularism, we come to Indian secularism. What does Indian secularism mandates? As we are going through the chapter, India is a secular state. Here, the Indian constitution mandates that Indian state be secular. According to our constitution, only a secular country can realize what are the objectives which can be ensured. For example, first objective regarding the secularism is that one religious community does not dominate another. It means that if any one country is having a Muslim, if a country is having a Muslim leader, then he must not be promoting his own religion. Again, if it is from the Hinduism or Christianity, they must not be promoting their own religion, and they must not be dominating the other portions. If we are living in one community, we are having mixed culture there. We are having of the different religion, different caste in one locality. In that situation, if the majority is of one religion, he or she must not be dominating the minority group. Another comes that in some of the situation, most of the portions of the same community starts dominating the portions of that particular religious community. It means that if I am from the Hinduism, if I am from the upper caste of a Hindu religion, and I start dominating the lower caste of the Hindu religion, no, it is not applicable in the context of Indian secularism. It is completely illegal. As we go see the third point, that the state does not enforce any particular religion nor take away the religious freedom of individuals. It means that if I am willing to convert myself from one religion to another religion, if I want to follow, suppose I am Hindu, and if I want to follow the Muslim religion or Christianity, it is up to my will. No one is supposed to force me to convert myself. It is up to my will. Sometimes at our home only, there is a situation. The situation is that people start telling that don't make the friends from the different communities. We are often at our home only, we are often forced not to have friendship with the portions of different religion. In that situation, what we start to do is we start hiding ourselves, hide our friendship goals. Why are we doing this? We are doing this because we want to make friends with each and every one, whoever is in our class, in our locality, because we are having same mentality as a kid, as a friend, as a colleague. Similarly, if we move on, the Indian state works in various ways to prevent the domination, as we discussed before. It starts making strategy of distancing itself from religion. The one strategy, as we say, we start hiding it from our family members. Second one is that the Indian state is neither ruled by a religious group nor does it support any one religion. As I already discussed with you, अगर किसी भी कम्युनिटी का और रिलीजन का कोई भी अगर हम लोग के लीडर हो गए, उनको कोई राइट नहीं है कि एक पर्टिकुलर रिलीजन को वो प्रमोट करें. He has to support each and every religious community. In our India, lots of places like police station, law courts, government schools, and offices. They are not allowed to display or promote any one religion. Do you know why? Because it is a public property and it is a public place where each and every person of a country is allowed to access their own right. Similarly, if we move on in this another way through which Indian secularism works to prevent the domination is through a strategy of non-interference. Non-interference means not interfering with anyone. कोई भी अपने रिलीजन में क्या काम कर रहा है, कैसे अपने राइट्स एंड रिचुअल्स परफॉर्म कर रहा है, वी हैव नो राइट टू interfere with them. This means that we have to respect the sentiments of all the religions, and we are not supposed to interfere with religious practices. The country, the state makes certain exceptions for particular religious communities. यानी कि कुछ communities की कुछ बातें जो हैं, and suppose कि हम लोग को उसमें problem है, in that situation what our country does that they have made certain laws and regulations. The third one, through which the domination can be of one religion's group in through a strategy of intervention, what they do, they had made the religion-based exclusion and discrimination of lower caste. Now, Indian Constitution, as we have read already in the previous chapter, it has banned untouchability. It means that the state is intervening in religion in order to in this social practice that it believes discrimination and excludes the violation of the fundamental rights of the lower caste who are citizens of this country. Lower caste होना कोई दिक्कत की बात नहीं है. We are having prime ministers, presidents, government personnel in from the lower caste also. They are also human being. We'll be reading for in the upcoming chapter. But this is the way which ensures that laws relating to equal inheritance rights are respected. It means that the state may have to intervene in the religion-based personal laws of the community. कभी कभी अलग अलग रिलीजन की अपनी अपनी पर्सनल लॉज होती हैं, मगर जहां सरकार को लगती है कि मेरे सिटीजन्स खुश नहीं हैं अपने पर्सनल लॉज के कारण, वहां पे वो लोग क्या करते हैं, दे स्टार्ट इंटरवेनिंग एंड विद द मास सपोर्ट ऑफ दैट पर्टिकुलर रिलीजन दैट रिलीजियस प्रैक्टिस इज सस्टेन्ड एंड इट इज चेंज्ड. The intervention of the state can also be in the form of support. कभी कभी कुछ चीज़ें जो है सपोर्ट करती हैं. The Indian Constitution grants the right to religious community to set up their own schools and colleges. हम लोग देखते हैं संस्कृत स्कूल, हिंदू स्कूल और उर्दू स्कूल, उर्दू कॉलेजेस. What is that? It is because of that it also gives them financial aid on a non-preferential basis. ये लोग क्या करते हैं, एक दूसरे को सपोर्ट करने के लिए ये सारी चीजें करते हैं. सो ये पर्टिकुलर अपना अपना स्कूल और कॉलेजेस एस्टेब्लिश करने के पीछे अलग अलग मोटिव होता है. अगर हम लोग में मान लीजिए अलग अलग रिलीजन के हिसाब से भी हम लोग स्कूल और कॉलेजेस ओपन करते हैं, देन ऑल्सो वी आर अलाउड टू इंटर दैट स्कूल और कॉलेजेस. As last year it was a big issue regarding the recruitment of the Muslim Dr. Khan. He was doctorate in Sanskrit and he was appointed as an assistant professor in BHU. But the students denied to study with him. Later on, according to the fundamental right of that Dr. Khan, he was not allowed to quit the job. Rather, students, they were suggested if they don't want to study with him, they may move on. This is what Indian secularism suggests. that we are allowed to have access with which whatever education system, whatever religious education system we want to go. So for today, this much only. Thank you, students. Have a nice day. Tomorrow we'll be studying about the difference between the Indian secularism and that of other democratic countries. Indian secularism and the secularism of other democratic countries. Okay? So thank you. Have a nice day. Bye bye. Take care.